Morning guys, welcome to another video. We are having our second day in Universal Orlando today. Going to focus mainly more on Islands of Adventure, just because there's a lot of sort of the big sort of roller coasters and water rides we didn't do today. Had a bit of a bit more time to get ready because the Islands of Adventure opens at 9 AM this morning. So I had some more Mickey waffles and just doing some washing and things like that. We actually check out of the resort tomorrow, checking into the boardwalk. So just had to get everything ready, sort of packing and trying to do some washing, ready for that move. So yeah, but yeah, looking forward to another Universal kind of day. So we've currently got a load of washing and drying going at the moment. If you come, so this is the master bedroom here of the value one bed villa, and these are the cupboards that have the washer and dryer in, and they're actually stackable. So they're pretty big enough to do some sort of routine washing and drying. And you've got space on the side there for suitcases as well, and you've got an iron and ironing board up there as well. So very handy if you're staying here for prolonged periods. That means you don't have to pack obviously as many clothes, and more room for merchandise, which may or may not be a good thing.
Just sat down at Cinnabon, which is just as you come into the park. It's on the left-hand side. We got a really nice shaded area where we can see the Hulk, and we can see just over here is the walkway how you get into the comic Hulk area. So we've just got some Cinnabon. We got some
Cinna Sweeties, which are kind of like donut holes
with a like vanilla cream dipping kind of sauce.
It's like the frosting that you would find on a regular cinnamon bun, but in a little tub for dipping.
And then we also got, which is just enormous, a vanilla cold brew. And I just had some, and that is... Sorry, the Hulk was going by. That is so delicious. So Lara's going to try some.
Oh my god.
It's so vanilla-y.
So, like, yeah, flavorful. It's sweet, but it's not overly powering sweet, because you can still taste
the coffee
taste.
And it's cold.
And it's cold. And like Amy said, it is massive. Like,
it's huge.
Yeah. Very good value.
Alright guys, so we just got off Spider-Man, and actually a lot better than I remember. I think they've refined a lot of the 3D and just made it more up to date than the last time I did it. It always sort of surprises me. I love the 3D rides where it mixes the actual sort of effects with the sort of scenery, with sort of fire coming out of you, and mixing that with the 3D screens rather than just pure 3D screens. I always find that a lot better, a lot more sort of interactive. So yeah, that was really fun. So we're just going to head down to Comic Strip Land now and get absolutely drenched. Do some water rides. Ready for that?
Ready for the water ride. Ready to get drenched.
Let's get drenched. So this Comic Strip Cafe is always a decent shout if you've got some picky eaters, because they've got a lot of variety in there. Pretty simple food, not too expensive. That's always what I tend to recommend if you just got a family or people that all want different things. It's a good place to go. You a bit wet there, Laura?
Absolutely drenched. I could have a shower and I wouldn't be as wet as I am on that ride.
So good. Yeah, absolutely drenched. We got more wet on the first smaller drop than the big one. That ride is so dumb, but it's so good because it's so dumb. Like, it's just so funny. Oh, and you get absolutely drenched. Great for a hot day, so it's gonna be good.
And so our hero proves
Monty always gets his man, but not always his girl.
Eric and I were just walking across the bridge after the big water ride in Toontown, and like Cali River Rapids, you can shoot water at boats coming in. However, this one, you have to pay.
$1 per water.
$1 per water bus. Who in their right mind is going to pay for that?
Alright guys, so as we're wet already after Dudley do rides Ripsaw Falls, going to head to Jurassic Park to do the Jurassic Park River Adventure and yeah, go see some dinosaurs. Jurassic Park River Adventure. Woo! You ready for that?
That was a lot of fun. It starts like really slow and pulls you into it, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
rawr.
Alright guys, so we just got off Velocicoaster. That was one of the best ride experiences I've ever had, and definitively one of the best roller coasters I've ever been on. So it was about a 35-minute wait, but it didn't feel like that. The theming in the queue was really, really cool, and all inside in air conditioning. We started with some animatronics, with some raptors sort of being in their containment cages. And then one of the best things is the lockers are actually midway through the queue. So the problem with the rest of the Universal rides is that you have to put your bags in a locker before you enter the queue. So there's a lot of, it's very busy and very difficult to actually get some space to put in a locker. But because the crowds are controlled, you have to be in the queue for the lockers, it's really good. And not only that, they're two-way lockers, so you put your bag in on the entrance and then you actually exit on the other side and get your bag back from that same locker. So super good for crowd control. There was a Chris Pratt pre-show, which was good. So yeah, the queue didn't seem that long. And the ride itself was just insane. So there were two acceleration points. So there was one point you were going fast already, then it accelerated again, and you went up super high, a bit like Stealth in Thorpe Park in the UK, but on another level. Theming with the raptors around, and when you go, there were prolonged periods of being upside down, so it actually felt like you were hanging in midair, hanging out of your seat. Absolutely terrifying, absolutely amazing, 100% 10 out of 10 experience. Me and Eric did it, and we absolutely loved it, didn't we?
Oh, 10 out of 10, absolutely.
Just so good.
Ridden a lot of roller coasters, that was really, really, really good.
Yeah, so happy with that one. What do you reckon, Hagrid's or that one?
I'm definitely more of a fast roller coaster person, so I'm gonna have to say that one is a little bit better than Hagrid's.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say Hagrid's, but that's only because I'm a Harry Potter fan. But like, they were both amazing.
Yeah.
So good. This day so far has restored my faith in Universal. I think mainly it's been, one of the main factors has been it was such uncomfortable heat yesterday, and that coupled with all the ride closures was just really frustrating. But we've managed to do 6 rides today before midday, which I think is really, really good. Shows you how low the crowds can be in September. But yeah, it's been a good day so far.
Give me the candy. Give me the candy. Give me the candy.
Sat down for lunch at Confisco Grill, and it looks pretty good so far, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks good. It's also, I didn't know, I thought it was quick service originally, but it's actually a table service restaurant. but we walked up and just asked for a table for, and we were seated within 5 minutes, and there's empty tables all around us. So if you're looking for a table service restaurant, it's at the front of the park, and I think because it's at the front, not many people know that it's here. But yeah, the menu's great. It's got lots of options. It's quiet and good AC.
Yeah, guys, so our food has come, and I've gone for the ahi tuna nachos. This is an appetizer. This is absolutely massive. Looks delicious though. Very excited to tuck into this. Amy, what have you gone for?
Shrimp and chicken pad thai.
Looks delish. And Laura?
A grilled chicken sandwich with fries on the side.
Looks very nice. And Eric?
I went for just loaded nachos, and this is like the cheapest thing on the menu, and it's massive.
How much did you put? How much?
And it was only $12.
$12 for
$12 for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I'd say it's really cheap for what you get here. This is proper bang for your buck.
Yeah.
So we've got a key lime pie and
Go.
4 forks. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Good?
It's key lime pie.
You good?
Try some as well.
Miss Florida. Alright, so we just finished our lunch in Confisco Grill. Honestly, that was a really, really good meal. Super good value. The food was really flavorful. So our two mains, mine was technically a starter, but it was really big enough to be a main. We had 2 drinks, and the dessert that we all shared that was on our bill was $68.10 with tip. So super good value for a table service restaurant in a theme park. 10 out of 10, really, really good. So we're going to head now to Poseidon's Adventure, which is a interactive interactive show. And then we're going to just take a chill this afternoon before heading back to Disney World. Poseidon?
Yeah, it was
Great,
cute.
very impressed.
We were just talking about how it's so like little known and underappreciated.
Yeah.
What it is. It's very underappreciated, I agree. And the scale of that ride is just enormous.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's incredible.
Very cool show. Very cool show. Highly recommend. So we've taken shelter. The Florida afternoon thunderstorms have caught up with us today.
I made it for you.
You made it for me. Oh, that's so cute.
You want another one?
Thanks, Amy.
Hang it in your office, please.
Hanged in my office.
How does
Yeah,
mine?
right. Amy, 29.
How's my little? How does me
Got
look?
a Grinch.
How do I look?
Beautiful.
Thank you.
This is our spot sheltering from the rain. Dr Seuss.
Yep. On the couches, we can see out from the window the weather, and in the corner, they're actually playing the Lorax film, which we have a view of.
There you go. Spot for the rain and Dr Seuss.
So if you need to escape the rain, come to the Dr Seuss bookshop, where you can sit on the windowsill watching the Lorax.
There you go. And yeah, we're sheltering from that, which is pretty darn heavy rain, and the lightning is pretty close as well. It's a bit flooded here after that thunderstorm. It's a bit wet right now. Alright guys, so we're back at Animal Kingdom Lodge now, and as it's our last day staying here, I thought I'd come and check out the Kidani Village side of the resort. So we're staying in Jumbo House, which is split into hotel rooms and DVC rooms. Kidani Village is pretty much all DVC rooms, so you have to either own DVC or rent DVC points to stay here. And I've just been looking around, and it's certainly much more of a more quiet, sort of relaxed sort of vibe here. It's much quieter, and it's more sort of spread out, whereas Jumbo House is all sort of contained in one sort of smaller area, and there's obviously more restaurants, but it seems to be there's a bit more sort of going on sort of by the pool area and by all the restaurants, whereas here it's more spread out and much more relaxed. What I will say is the savannah is uncomparable. So I was just sort of looking at one of the vantage points off the lobby, and amazing sort of views of the, we saw giraffes, we saw ostriches, we saw buffaloes, and there was a point where they were all running across. I'll see the footage earlier, but it was absolutely incredible. And compared to Jumbo House, the animals are much more sort of scattered around, whereas here at Kidani Village there's much more variety, and they seem to be a lot more active as well. Don't know if I was just lucky with the time, but just generally the way the savannah is set out, there's a better chance of you seeing a lot more animals. So particularly if you're staying in a savannah view room, I would say Kidani Village is probably the better option if you're going to see more animals. But really cool to just check out this different side of the resort, possibly because I could end up staying here another time. So really cool to check it out and see those animals. Awesome. But essentially now we're gonna just shower and change and head up to back up to the room. And yeah, essentially plans tonight is I'm gonna have dinner with my my family, my parents, and friends from America, my brother. We're gonna eat at Jiko the Cooking Place, which is the signature restaurant here at Animal Kingdom Lodge back at Jumbo House. It's one of our all-time favorites. We tend to go every time we come to Walt Disney World, so very much looking forward to that. So I've gone for the seared scallops as a starter. Abigail's gone for the wild boar. I had that last time, it was very good.
I think we all had it last time. It's so good.
What do you think about
Really
it?
nice.
It's
Jiko
quinoa.
salad.
Is that a
at the bottom.
quinoa?
Oh wow!
With peach and tomatoes and cream cheese.
Radishes.
I've gone for the sustainable fish, an old favourite. Got the halibut today, which is very pleased with. Alright guys, so we just finished up with our meal at Jiko for dinner tonight. I'd say Jiko we've been going to for many years, ever since first coming to Disney World. It's kind of been the go-to sort of fine dining restaurant for me and my family. Today was a really good experience. It's usually very good there. Shame that the one thing to mention is that we're still waiting for the local servers to be sort of fully back again. Obviously with COVID, the African staff isn't where it used to be in terms of numbers. So we did have an American server, which made it a slightly different type of experience. The food was very good. I had scallops for a starter, which were really nice. I had the sustainable fish, which today was the halibut, which is one of my favourite fish to eat. Slightly overcooked, but overall it was a sort of very good meal. Had some nice South African wine with it. It's very nice sort of atmosphere in there. And it was it's just nice to spend some time with my sort of family, my parents, brother, and our American friends. So yeah, it's a nice way to cap off a week in Animal Kingdom Lodge. It's been a really nice sort of first DVC welcome home stay here, and I've been really happy with it. So yeah, it was a nice finish to that. So we just finished packing because we're actually checking out tomorrow. We're going to be moving into the boardwalk, so moving towards Epcot Hollywood Studios area and going into Epcot for our first sort of proper full time tomorrow morning. So looking forward to that. Yeah, but that pretty much wraps it up for today. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Catch you later.